This is Lisa for Mobile Tech Review, and this is the new HP TouchSmart tm2 convertible tablet. We're going to unbox it first so you can see what you get in the box. As you can see, this is quite a small box, and this is lighter than the HP TX2 that it replaces. See right there, it's the TouchSmart tm2. This is the 1070 US model. And that's the one that you can get from retailers soon. This is not a build-to-order model. You can order a custom model from HP as well. Let's see what you get inside the box. Alright, so here we have the Getting Started guide. Notebook computer itself. This is a big step up in design quality from the very plasticky TouchSmart TX series notebooks. It's a lot like the Envy. We'll bring out the Envy later to compare it. It's got a metal top with a subtle etched finish up here. It's not particularly overly feminine, guys. I think you'll be okay with it. The hinge sticks out here, but there's no more battery sticking out, as we'll see in a minute when we put the battery in. It's the bottom, minus the 6-cell battery that comes standard. Comes with the protective piece of cloth here. And as you can see, this is highly reflective. People complained about the TouchSmart TX2Z because it had a very grainy finish, but the good part was it wasn't reflective. Some graphic illustrators won't much like the highly reflective finish. Let's see what else. There's a battery in here. Nicely packaged again, a little bit like the Envy. You got the nice black box with more paperwork inside. Warranty information, accessory information. Battery. Compact 6-cell battery. It's supposed to have great battery life because this is where HP finally switches over to an Intel low-power Core 2 Duo versus the AMD CPU used in. You get the EMR pen because this is both a capacitive touchscreen supporting multi-touch display, and it uses the active pen, which is great for graphic artists and note takers. Good size plastic pen, and it's got the Wacom style eraser here. Awesome. And that fits into the notebook right here. And the only other thing in the box is the charger. Again, it's a fairly compact one. It's about the same size as the one that came with the TX2. It's very light, so it keeps the whole package light. This weighs under 5 pounds. And it's not terribly slippery compared to the TX2, which was a very shiny plastic design. Next we'll compare it to the Envy and boot it up and take a look at it. So now we're going to compare the HP TouchSmart tm2 with the old HP TX2Z that this guy replaces. There's a big change here, obviously. We have the metal design of this one and the very plasticky design of this. They're both 12.1-inch touchscreens, capacitive touchscreens with pen EMR active input. But the similarities pretty much end there. This ran on an AMD processor, tend to get hot and noisy. It did have ATI dedicated graphics. This one runs on an Intel Core 2 Duo SU processor. It's 1.3 gigahertz with 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM. And this one has integrated Intel 4500 HD graphics, which is fine for most uses. They do have an ATI option as well. It's kind of a low to mid option ATI dedicated graphics, and it's switchable if you want to do a build to order. It's only $75 more. So I would recommend it if you're going to do a build to order. And it is switchable, so those times when you're concerned about battery life, you can switch it back to the Intel integrated graphics. This guy should run about 4.5–5 hours on a charge, compared to the TX2 that was about 2.5 hours or so. Obviously this screen is a bit brighter. It's way more glossy. Things look pretty. It's not grainy at all like that. But at the same time, the reflections will, as I mentioned before, probably bug graphic artists. They both have good swivel mechanisms. It's a two-way swivel on this one. You can see how it looks closed. This is the thicker end. And this feels a lot lighter. It's only about a half a pound or 3/4 pound lighter by spec, but this feels really easy to carry and portable. And you feel like you could keep this on your lap or on your arm and not be uncomfortable, whereas the TX2 is pretty heavy. The fingerprint sensor is optional, but this is the standard in-store version, and that does come with the fingerprint sensor. This is your screen rotation button here, and this is the fingerprint sensor actually on the edge of the screen, right here. And you can see this guy's a bit thicker. It's got that plastic HP imprint finish on it versus the metal here. Definitely more portable and more tablet-like. Well, this one was a great buy in its time because you got a lot of power and features for the money on the TX2Z. You do lose the integrated optical drive on this. There is no internal optical drive, so you have to either buy the external optical drive from HP or if you already have your own network stamp. Keyboard here you can see is vastly different. This is kind of a traditional notebook keyboard right here. It's not a bad keyboard at all. And it is sunk down a little bit here. And you have the funky grid pattern touchpad here. Here we have the discrete keyboard, the chiclet style keyboard that you find on the Envy series as well. We'll compare this to the Envy in a minute. And you've got the Envy style touchpad here, which looks like it has no physical buttons, but when you press down, right and left click, you do feel them clicking. It's a bit less cranky than the Envy's touchpad was when it first came out. The software has definitely improved, so we don't have any complaints about the touchpad yet. The display supports 2 points of multi-touch, capacitive input for touch, EMR pen for handwriting, and graphic arts. Let's compare this to the NV15 for a minute. Now we have the HP TM2 convertible tablet here, 1070 US with the HP NV15. It also has metal finish. It has a more detailed, stippled, and engraved design, but both metal, both nice looking. Take a look inside. The similarities do continue. So when you open them up, the similarities continue with the metal deck right here. They both have the same kind of touchpad right here, and they both have the discrete keyboards. This one obviously being smaller because this is a smaller device. This is a really awesome keyboard to type on. Doesn't trampoline, the key travel feels good, and these are a little bit rubbery, so you don't lose your grip on them. So that's the HP TM2 tablet. It sells for about $950, $999. It's available any day now in stores. Stay tuned for part 2 of our review where we cover the multi-touch capacitive features, Microsoft Windows 7 Surface, drawing and painting on it, and a lot of value-added software that comes with the machine. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Visit our website to read the full review.